My name is Andrea Weiss, and I'm a social anthropologist interested in borderlands, transboundary links, and infrastructure. In 2017, the Baku-Tbilisi Railroad opened, re-establishing a connection between the Caucasus and Turkey. The railway is part of the so-called New Silk Road, a web of old and new infrastructure links between Europe and China. In times of renewed competition among global powers, there are many geopolitical narratives that give all too simple explanations of how the globalized world works. However, in order to understand these narratives, I believe we have to look at the links between global centers and peripheries. As a Mercator-IPC Fellow, I will explore how the Baku-Tbilisi Railroad strengthens Europe-Asia connectivity. I will critically examine the claims of different actors involved in the operation of the railway, particularly their geopolitical imagery and narratives. My research will shed light on whether or not the railway can promise improved sustainable connectivity and how this impacts the EU-Turkey relationship.
My name is Sinan Erensu. I'm an environmental sociologist working at the intersection of nature, politics and society with a specific focus on energy infrastructures. For the past decade, I've been studying why communities across the Turkish countryside oppose nearby renewable energy developments. While the answer varies from region to region, there is a sentiment common in all communities in opposition. A profound sense of loss of control over local livelihoods, spaces of work, rest and recreation. That's why now I turn to the emerging concept of energy democracy and ask how increased local participation in energy policy helps address the global climate crisis. As a Mercator-IPC Fellow, I would put this concept to use in my research on renewable energy cooperatives in Turkey. This will help us better understand how local planning, control and ownership of energy production shape perceptions regarding renewable energy solutions.
My name is Ellen Kollender. I'm a political and educational scientist. In my work, I focus on issues of educational inequality in migration societies like Germany and Turkey. In recent years, both countries have experienced a large increase of refugee children and adolescents. In both societies, this development has gone along with a growing hostility toward newcomers on the one hand and a wide range of civil society support on the other. At the same time, both educational systems have undergone an accelerating neoliberal transformation. This transformation impacts how diversity and inequality are so-called managed in and outside of schools. As a Mercator-IPC Fellow, I take a closer look at the role of non-governmental and civil society organizations in fostering inclusion and equity in urban school settings. In two empirical case studies in Istanbul and Berlin, I will ask, what are the actors' activities in the field of migration and education? How is their work affected by current political regulations, societal debates and educational reforms? And which strategies did the actors develop in order to initiate and foster inclusive education? My project aims to inspire the debate about necessary approaches and partnerships that help advance the right to education, especially for the most excluded groups.
My name is Akgün İlhan. I'm an environmental social scientist working on water management. Increasing urban water demand obliges many local authorities all around the world to expand their water supplies. They build more dams and water transfer systems at high economic, social, and ecological costs. In the age of climate change, however, the most effective strategy to increase water supply is to decrease water demand. That's why cities need to adopt water demand management through water conservation and efficiency. As a Mercator-IPC Fellow, I will explore the bottlenecks and opportunities for climate change adaptation with a particular focus on water demand management. I will compare the strikingly different ways that Istanbul and Berlin manage their water in the face of climate change. Drawing from German experience, this study might trigger a constructive debate on how Turkey can adopt more climate-conscious measures in urban water management.
I'm Gökçe Uysal and I'm a labor economist working on disadvantaged groups such as women and refugees. Currently, Turkey is hosting close to 4 million Syrians, and there are no official estimates on how many of them are employed or looking for jobs. As the emergency funds are being phased out, Turkey needs to focus on facilitating Syrians' access to the labor market in general and to formal jobs in particular. Yet, Turkey is currently battling a high unemployment rate as the number of unemployed Turkish citizens exceed 4.5 million. In such a setting, the labor market integration of Syrians is a burning issue. As a Mercator-IPC Fellow, I will carry out research on refugees and the labor market in Turkey and in Germany, and how the policies these countries implement can facilitate access to livelihoods.